Folks, welcome to Calvin's Guide Game. Today I want to tell you about my top 10 most anticipated games for 2025. 2024 was a great year. I'm looking forward to 2025 as well. So there's a lot of games being made in 2025, a lot that hasn't been announced yet, some that's already been announced, and I'm sure there'll be more that I am looking forward to seeing. But at the moment, these are the 10 games that have intrigued me to want to seek out or look at. So I hope this video helps you see whether you might want to seek these games out or not by just giving a little description. Now, I don't know everything about these games. I got a lot of this information from Board Game Geek and other places like Kickstarter or GameFound, one of those crowdfunding places that have them on right now or are going to be up soon. So with that being said, my first one, my number 10, is Ada's Dream. Maybe Ada, I'm not sure. It's ADA. I'm going to go with Ada's Dream. It's by Alley Cat Games. It's a 1 to 4 player game. It takes about 90 to 120 minutes to play. So in this game, you're going to be working with Ada Lovelace. She's trying to build the first computer. So in this game, you are going to go out and give lectures at prestigious institutions. You're going to travel the UK and complete assignments that Ada is giving you. This has a rondel mechanism, which I really enjoy. So you can, it's a rondel is a circle, and you're going to pick your movements or whatever you're going to do from that rondel, I'm sure. This game seems to be something that would be up my alley. I think trying to build the first computer sounds interesting. And I think the rondel mechanism has also got me a little intrigued. So, Ada's Dream is my number 10. My number 9 is Camping Season. It's by Sweater Bear Games, 1 to 4 players, takes about 45 to 60 minutes to play. So in this game, this one intrigued me. It says if you ever wanted to run your own thriving campground. I've never really wanted to do that, but I thought it'd be fun to try. This might be a game for you if you also have that same inclination of wanting to build the best campground. So in this game, you're going to build and design and manage your own campground. The game takes place over 6 seasons. And you're trying to create the ultimate camping experience. And I'm sure you're going to be buying amenities for your campground, some things that you're going to need. You might not start out with electricity at your campground. Maybe you had to put it in there. I don't know all the things that you're going to have to do in this. But you will have 6 seasons to get that done to be the ultimate camping ground. So this game really intrigued me. I thought it was interesting. It doesn't look too difficult. I'm not sure what mechanics it has. I wasn't really looking at that. But the game sounded fun. And I said, hey, camping season might be something for me. That's why it's my number 9. Number 8. Now this one gets a little more deeper. This one is Studium No Exit. This is by Watchtower Gaming. 1 to 5 players, 120 minutes to play. This game is a gothic horror fantasy board game. Now, you guys know I like the horror genre board games for sure. And this one is supposed to keep you on the edge of your seat. We'll see. This is a cooperative game, which you guys know I like cooperative games as well. So in this game, you're trying to escape the Studium. The game has story aspects, which really interest me. And there's a combat fighting of bad guys, of course. And you're trying to explore this house or trying to escape it, but you're going to be finding other things as well that are trying to stop you. So I think this game is going to be a lot of fun trying to play it cooperatively. It really does interest me a lot. And that's why Studium is my number 8. Studium No Exit, that is. All right, my number 7. You guys are hearing turning pages because I wrote out quite a few notes trying to keep in my mind what these games are about. Excuse me. Number 7 is called Tresure of the Dwarves. This is by Trick or Treat Studios. It's 3 to 8 players, 45 to 60 minutes to play. Now, you guys know from my videos, I don't have a lot of 3-player game only or up, 3 and up games, because I don't have a lot of people to play with at the moment. Sometimes I can get them to the game group and play them, but this one intrigued me a little, so I thought I would put it on the list. In this game, you're going to be buying and selling treasures. Each dwarf is going to be putting up a treasure for sale on their turn. Now, you have to know what your treasure's worth, and you also have to kind of trust who's giving you a bid. Because in this game, each player is going to be given a bid, or I think every player is going to give a bid. You may not have to bid, but whoever's giving you the bids. If you look at a bid and don't accept it, and you put it back down, you look at another, you can't go back to that first bid. So you may be stuck with whatever that second bid is. I find that intriguing. I think it's something that is, it'd be fun, kind of take that I got you kind of thing. I just think it would be kind of easy, fun, just a lighter game to play with a game group of 3 to 8 players. It plays up to a large group, which is great. So I think Tresure of the Dwarves has really caught my eye, and I think it might be an interesting game. So if you like those kind of games to where you're trying to possibly, these are secret bids, you don't face up, you just put them face down, their cards. And a card could be money, it could be abilities or something like that. So you have to kind of go, ooh, should I trust this player? Is this player usually not a great person to deal with? Or, they give bad bids or whatever, not the person in general. But Tresure of the Dwarves caught my eye. That's why it's my number 7. Number 6. This one is right here in the middle, kind of ish. It's called Rivals of Rock. This is by Academy Games Incorporated. 1 to 4 players. Takes about 60 to 120 minutes to play. This one also really intrigued me. And I'm saying intrigued a lot because I don't know much about these games. So they have to pique my interest, correct? Or I'm not going to be interested. So in this game, you are a musician and leader of an ambitious, hardworking rock band in a small town. Right? There's how many of those out there in the country, right? But you're trying to come up you're trying to make your way up through the music scene, right? You're trying to get your band out there, get some fans. So you hear of a rock festival coming to your city, and they're looking for one band to headline this festival. So in this game, you're going to try to build your band by recruiting new members and getting new stuff. You're going to be rehearsing to get better. You're going to write songs. You're going to perform those songs at different venues to get fans. And of course, the band with the most fans wins. That's probably going to be the band that headlines the festival. So this game really intrigued me. I've never really wanted to be a rock star or a member of a band. I don't tout myself as a talented artist or singer or anything of that nature. But this theme really does kind of strike an interest in me. So Rivals of Rock is my number 6. Number 5 is Vantage. Vantage is a Stonemaier game. It is 1 to 6 players, 60 to 120 minutes to play. This one caught my eye because of its Stonemaier game. Stonemaier puts out great games. Everybody knows that. They put out great productions. So this one is an open world, open world cooperative game with an entire planet to explore. This game has nearly 800 interconnected locations. 800. And 400 cards and over 900 other discoverable cards. Guys, that's a lot of material in a game to go through. This game is truly a sandbox game. This game is truly the world is your sandbox. This game by Stonemaier Games, I think, is going to be really interesting, really fantastic. I think it's really got me on the point of trying to really find where this is going to be crowdfunded to back it. So Vantage is my number 5 by Stonemaier Games. Number 4, we're getting on up there here. And we're going through these quickly because I don't know a ton about them. I'm just giving you the basics of what I know and what they say on BGG or from, like I said, from the crowdfunding pages that they're or coming soon or whatever. This one is, number 4 is, I don't know how to say this, but Arydia, The Path We Dare Tread. Arydia, The Path We Dare Tread. It's by Far Off Games, 1 to 4 players, 60 to 2,400 minutes. Yeah, long game. This is also an open world campaign-based co-op, fantasy-based role-playing game. Wow, that's a lot in a sentence, right? So you got an open world, it's campaign-based, it's co-op, it's fantasy-based role-playing. Whew, sounds like an interesting game. The game is built on exploration, progression, combat, and role-playing. So in this game, you have, of course, in any game, you have packages that, or in most campaign-based games or legacy-type games, you have packages to open. So in this game, you have packages to open, there's hidden information, and then when you're completed the game, you can reset this game to play it again because you don't tear anything up, you don't break nothing, you don't put stickers on anything. So this game can be totally reset and played again. Or you could pass it off to somebody else once you play through it and you've discovered everything there's to discover, which I don't know if you can do that in one playthrough. But if you do, then you could pass this game on to someone else. This game has me interested because of the open world campaign based, and also, like everybody else, I like opening new boxes for a legacy style game. Who doesn't? So number 4 is, I can't pronounce his name, but Arydia, The Paths We Dare Tread. I'm excited to look at this game. I'm excited to see this game. So that's why it made my number 4. Number 3 is called The Queen's Dilemma. This is by Horrible Guild, and yellow has something to do with it as well. I don't know if they're going to publish it here for the States or Horrible Guild I'm not sure which one. It's for 3 to 6 players, 60 to 90 minutes to play. This is a sequel to The King's Dilemma. Well, in this game, you're going to pick from 6 unique characters and live the story from their perspective. So in this game, you're going to be having decisions to make, and whatever character you pick, you want to make those decisions based on the character, not you personally. So you may have to make some decisions that you personally wouldn't agree with, but the character you chose would want that. So the characters you can pick from are cunning master of subterfuge, a fierce military leader, a greedy merchant, a philosopher, an aristocrat, or a vicious lord tied with criminal activities. So you're going to be picking your decisions based on whether or not your character would want that to happen. So I think this is going to be an interesting game. I've never played The King's Dilemma. I've wanted to. I've never played it. So I think getting in on the ground floor, and this is a totally separate game from The King's Dilemma. It's kind of like a sequel. It kind of offers a little more stuff than King's Dilemma did. So I think that this is a standalone game. You can play it without having played King's Dilemma and still have a good time. So that's why The Queen's Dilemma is my number 3. A little page turning. Woo! Tongue-tied today. All right, so my number 2 game is called Sublime Dark. This is by All or Nothing Productions. It's a 1 to 4 player game. It takes about 60 minutes. You guys see I have quite a few 1-player games on this thing, and I have quite a few co-ops as well. This is a co-op storytelling horror adventure game. Once again, that horror theme got me in. And in this game, you must uncover the secrets about the town of Blackfell. You play Sublime Dark in a series of connected games, or as delves, which make up a campaign. So this is a campaign game, which I'm excited about. In all fairness, I did back this game on Kickstarter. It was on Kickstarter, and I did back it. In this game, you must explore as far as you can and survive for as long as you can, discovering and uncovering clues, relics, all while evading the horrendous, murderous entities. This game just sounds fantastic for me. I can't wait to give it a try. This game will be delivered sometime in 2025. I'm just excited to get this game. Sublime Dark should hit all the buttons for me in this game. So that's why Sublime Dark was my number 2. My number 1. My number 1 is Above and Below Haunted by Red Raven Games. It's 2 to 4 players, takes about 60 to 120 minutes to play. Now, I love Red Raven Games. Above and Below is one of my favorite games. And so Above and Below Haunted was a no-brainer for me. I actually backed this game on GameFound, I think it was. I can't wait for it to come in either. But in this game, for all your life, you've lived in the marshlands, but it's getting crowded. So you heard a group of villages to the west. You heard of a group of villages in the west, and in the landscape of azure lakes, where constantly flowing water has created a maze of watery caves, sinkholes, underground streams, and porous bedrock. So you start a new life. You start a new life there. You go catching fish. You live in a stilt house on the lake, and you're exploring the deep sinkholes for rare ingredients and rusty treasure. This is a new game. This new game includes some new things that Above and Below didn't have. It's got ghost. It has 2 cave types instead of just 1. It has new buildings as well, some boats, and adventure cards. I just think this game is going to be fantastic. I love Red Raven Games. I love Ryan Lockett's artwork. The production is always top notch, as well as some of the other games out there. I'm excited to get Above and Below in sometime in 2025. So Above and Below was my number 1. Above and Below Haunted was my number 1 most anticipated game. Guys, what is some of your most anticipated games? I'd like to hear it. Please drop in the comments what your most anticipated game is for 2025. Also, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Share this thing everywhere. I sure would appreciate it. I could use all the help I could get. I do thank you for all the subscribers that have subscribed. I thank you for doing that. And I just appreciate each and every one of you. But like I always say, get a board game to the table, spend time with your friends and your family, and I thank you for watching Calvin's Guide Game.